Hello again, Tom here from Wheeler Automotive. Today, showing you around this excellent 2007 Range Rover Sport HSE. It's triple black, so it's black paint, black wheels and a black leather interior. We've taken it in part exchange against a full-size Range Rover, and it's been very, very well looked after. For the age and mileage, it's in super condition, mechanically excellent. In March 22, so a few months ago, it was fully serviced, and it also had a gearbox service, so we've got the invoice for it's over £750, I believe. And it's also got a massive stack of service history. So we've got a stamped up book, and we've got a folder an inch thick with old invoices amounting to 10k plus. So it's been very, very well looked after. It's only a 3-owner car. The last MOT, it didn't have an advisory, so it's got a clean MOT until March 23. Drives exactly as it should and is in really good condition. It's done just under 147,000 miles, and you wouldn't think it had done 47,000. Really, really tidy. But anyway, let's show you some detail. So up on the front, it does have auto xenon lights. The bumper corners are all nice and clear, there's no scratches around those. The bonnet itself has just had a little downpour here before, but the bonnet's in good shape. There's no significant marks on that at all, as is the rest of the bumper. It does have the radar guided cruise, which is that what's that? Something stuck under there, I'll get that out. But yeah, it's got the radar guided cruise, which must have been one of the first cars to have it, certainly that I'm aware of. Yeah, auto xenon lights with the washer. It's got front and rear sensors. Everything on it works as it should as well, I should say. Round to the offside front wing, no real marks on that at all, to be honest. It does have these really nice 22-inch turbine alloys. These are off an L405 Range Rover. I don't normally like bigger alloys on cars than standard, but I think they really suit this car. The tyres have all got loads of life in them. You can see a wear indicator there. Got a good 2 or 3 mil away from that. Front discs don't really have a lip on, so loads of life left in them, and the pads look nice and thick as well. So yeah, I think those wheels really suit the car. It's got side steps on it as well. It does have tinted glass from the B-pillar back. Driver's door, just having a look for any signs of any marks. I mean, there's a couple of little, see there, little car park door ding. There's a couple more just a bit lower down going onto the offside rear door as well, but yeah, nothing significant, just normal wear and tear as you would expect for a car of this miles. Another one of these lovely alloys, again in really nice shape. There's no real marks on this one. A couple of them have got a few very minor scratches, but this one looks good. That tyre, just looking for a wear indicator, has got a bit more than the front, which is normally the way. So I would assume all 4 tyres were fitted at the same time. Round to the rear, there are a couple of little marks on the rear. You can see one here. It's just been scratched on there, but the rest of it, I'm just looking now, it's very tidy. There's a very faint mark on this corner, which in fairness isn't probably going to show up on the camera, but there is. I have a go at buffing that out because it is very minor. And whilst we're here, there's a scratch just behind the rear light there on the near side. Otherwise, all sort of very presentable. You can see we've got the rear sensors. This does have the detachable tow bar. It's hidden in the boot there. Actually, we can open this up and show you. So the boot's nice and clean. There's no dog hairs, etc. in here. I don't believe the car's ever been smoked in. But yeah, we've got the detachable tow bar there with 2 keys. Rest of the kit there, there's the locking wheel nut key. And this does have the 13-pin electronics fitted to it, the latest style. But yeah, up on the rear, really nice. Round to the near side, and I would say I think that scratch I've shown you already is probably the only significant mark on the car, to be fair. When I'm saying that, I've just noticed this little one here, which is quite faint. I reckon I can buff that out. The near side rear alloy, this is one of the ones with a little scratch on it just there, and that's been touched in, and then there's a couple more just up here. Tyres good. Those discs aren't very old, look, because there's no corrosion on them and no lip, so the rear discs look like they're nearly new, and the pads as well. Near side rear door, all good, I must say. There's no obvious marks on that door, and the near side front door also very good. Wing mirrors aren't bashed in, both sides, they're all nice and straight. There's no cracks in the windscreen or anything like that, and the near side front wing's good as well. Let's have a look at this wheel. You can see there's a couple of tiny, very, very minor. There's a bit of, you can see that's been curbed there, and it's probably just pulled that bit of paint off. But that tyre, same as the other side. Brakes are the same as the other side, so externally, when you consider it's 15 years old, I think it's in remarkable condition. And inside, it's really straight as well. I'll show you in the back first. So it's the HSE, so it does have the heated rear seats, as you can see just there, and all the electronics in the car works. The aircon blows ice cold. The door cards are all in nice condition, a little bit of wear on that handle, but the seats themselves, excellent. Really, really nice. It's got the Harman Kardon stereo, which is great. It's got Bluetooth for your phone. I'll do that about. But the passenger seat, really nice. It is electric. The driver's side is has memory as well. I'll show you on this side here. So another clean door card. Some lovely leather seats. Backs of the seats are good as well. They can always get attacked by children, but not so in this case. And the driver's door, it's also in good nick. So yeah, we've got electric with memory. It's got the lumbar support as well, which is this button here. And again, considering the mileage, this seat bolster, look, is in amazing condition, as is this one. These normally hole underneath, but they kind of get squashed when you get in and out. But this one's in great condition, and the seat back's, perfect. It's got the front armrest as well. Let's get in and we'll start her up. So inside, it's in really, really good condition. It does have the fridge, which works. Turn it on with that switch there. The suspension goes up and down correctly. We've got on this side of the wheel, this is the radar guided cruise, so you turn it on with this, that sets the speed, and then this one at the top sets the distance from the car in front you'd like to keep. This side's for the stereo, and that answers and hangs up the phone calls. Yeah, let's start her up. This 3.6 TDV8 is such a good engine. I absolutely love them. This thing, if you wanted to tow with this thing, it would just be perfect for it. It's such a good engine, really torquey, not as bad on fuel as I think a lot of people think they are. Yeah, such a smooth, powerful engine. This has got the 6-speed auto, and I'm assuming after the service it's had, it's why it's so silky smooth, because it goes up and down the gears flawlessly. We've got the dual zone climate and the front heated seats here. We've got a heated front windscreen and rear screen. Got a CD player, FM radio. There is an aux in, which is located down there if you wanted to plug an auxiliary in, and then obviously we've got the sat nav, etc. up there. But everything in here works as it should. It drives amazingly well, yeah, for the age, and it's just a really nice car for not a lot of money. Let's get out and you can hear that lovely engine. I think that makes such a good sound. You can hear it. It sounds exactly as it should. An absolute stunning car. But there it is, our 2007 Range Rover Sport HSE.